Hey guys, is KFC healthy? Well, let's get into it. Now, is KFC healthy or not? How do we know? What does healthy mean? Well, let's look at the total energy content of a KFC meal. So what we've got in front of us right now, in terms of picturing ourselves eating a bunch of chicken, is a 3 tender meal combo from KFC. So that involves the chicken, the chips, and a drink. That's gonna be our combo meal. So is this meal going to be healthy for us? Well, let's break it down. So the first thing we have is the chicken, okay? In Australia, the chicken is mainly coming from Ingham's and Steggles and another farm. And this chicken, these companies are over hundreds of years old, and the chicken is crumbed in store and then it's deep fried. What does deep frying mean? Deep frying means submerging the food in the oil. And oil is a transfer heat mechanism. So what it does is it cooks the food, okay? Because the boiling point of water is 100 degrees. And then what we have generally is the smoke point of oil. Yeah, it can be around 230 degrees. What does that mean? It just means that because of oil and its functionality, it can cook the food at say 160 degrees. Okay, this cooks the food, number one. It also provides texture and flavor qualities. Okay, so that's the chicken. Okay, the chicken, Australian chicken, it's going to be crumbed. Okay, breadcrumbs. Okay, so that adds a bit of energy. Okay, and then it's going to be cooked in the oil. What is the oil? Okay, the oil that KFC uses is high oleic canola oil, if I'm not mistaken. This is on their website. What does that mean? It just means low saturated canola oil with high amounts of monounsaturated fatty acids. What does that mean? It just means less saturated, long stability in terms of fry life, and a good quality oil. So the oil's pretty good quality. Okay, that's the oil. So that's the chicken. And the oil, the chips, again, most potato chips are coming from Tasmania. Okay, and they're going to be just standard chips with some salt afterwards that's been cooked in the oil. So chips coming from potatoes, coming from Tasmania, generally speaking for Australia. Don't quote me on that, that's just generally where potato chips come from. Those potato chips are again going to be cooked in the oil, okay, deep fried in the oil, and then seasoned with the spices along with the chicken as well. Then you have your soft drink, which is going to be whatever that's going to be. Your Sunkist or your 7-Elevens or whatever it's called, Mac 11, what's it called? 7-Up, all that type of stuff, right? So is this KFC meal, is this healthy or not? Well, the answer to that question is what is health, number one, but what is our daily intake, number two? So is this meal healthy or not? Well, the average Australian energy intake for the day recommended is 8,700 kilojoules. Now, if you're wondering about calories, you just divide that by 4.1. So you're looking at around 2,000 something calories, all right? But for kilojoules in Australia, 8,700 kilojoules is the recommended or average intake that the average person has. So is this meal healthy or not? Well, this meal, this 3 tender meal combo with the chips, the chicken, and the drink is gonna end up around your 4,000 kilojoule mark. So what this means, ladies and gentlemen, is as I've told you, over these past couple of months, I've been smashing the kefir, smashing the Mackie D's, smashing the chocolate. I've really been getting into it. And the problem with that is if the average energy intake is 8,700 kilojoules and I'm out here smashing these KFCs and that comes to around 4,000 kilojoules, one meal is going to be around half of my actual recommended intake for the day. So the question is KFC healthy? And the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is if I plan to have KFC, which I've been having every day for the past X amount of months, what I need to do is then subsidize or subtract other meals in my day. And you can start to see how hard that's going to be. Okay, so if you look at a basic cereal with milk, it might cost you 2,000 kilojoules. So that's already 2,000 there, plus the 4,000 from KFC, that's 6,000. My recommended average intake is 8,700. you can start to see how I can put on weight pretty quickly. So is KFC healthy or not? What are your thoughts? Get in the comments below. But basically what we need to do, what I've been doing strategy wise, if it's Christmas time, it's holidays, if I'm gonna eat the KFCs, if I'm gonna go out with the lads, if I'm gonna have the beer owners, if I'm gonna do all these things, what I need to do is make a sacrifice somewhere else in my day in terms of energy intake. So if I'm gonna have KFC for lunch, I need to have a small breakfast and a small dinner to make sure I'm not going over too many calories and basically gonna be putting on weight for that day and that week and that month, etc. So is KFC healthy, guys? Well, KFC, really all it is chicken, chips and a drink. It's what we call high energy, nutrient low. So heaps of energy, heaps of calories, heaps of kilojoules, heaps of fat, heaps of protein, heaps of carbs, low amounts of vitamins and minerals, okay? But it's not gonna kill you. In the 1920s, they used to eat lard, which is just pig fat, okay? They used to do some crazy things. They used to go after whale blubber, not necessarily for food back in the day. That was mainly to build lights. But the point is that in our contemporary diets, okay, most of us are not getting the right amount of fruits and vegetables. We're not getting the right amount of exercise. So when you look at one meal, okay, one meal being half of our daily energy intake, doesn't look good for us out here in the 21st century in Australia, in the modern world, okay? So is KFC healthy or not? Well, it depends on what you did for the rest of the day and for the rest of the week. But if you're gonna have your veggies at night, maybe some salad in the morning, and you have KFC for lunch, hey, who's to say that KFC is bad? I enjoy it, But if I'm gonna have a massive breakfast, KFC for lunch, afternoon snack and a pizza for dinner, well, you start getting the picture. So again, a lot of people out there, they don't like these restaurants, KFC, Macca's, all that. I reckon they're great stores, but it's all logical. We have to eat it in moderation. We can't be out there smashing 10 of these things a day because we're gonna end up, on the other side pretty quickly. So hopefully that helps, guys. Is KFC healthy or not? Well, it's taking a large part of energy, so we just need to make sure the rest of our day, I'm minimizing the food for the rest of the day, if that makes sense. That was quick and easy. Let me know what you think. Make sure you click the subscribe button. SXT Fit, peace be upon him. See you next week.